That first half, they gave us an unbelievable lift. We were flying around. I thought our contests were maybe as good as they've been all season, and came out, got a basket to start the second. Derek scored it to put us up 14, and then obviously it unraveled from there. And give Michigan State credit, they came out and made shots. I think they made their first 5 threes in the second half, and then they got comfortable and confident. And that's how this game is. When you get comfortable, you get on a roll like that, it's hard to stop. We've handled adversities beautifully all year. We really have, especially in this latest stretch. And obviously that did not happen tonight. And a lot of it had to do with them knocking down shots. But I didn't think our contests were as spirited in the second half, obviously, as they were in the first. And then they hit some bombs at the end of the clock, to really create separation. It's disheartening. It hurts. We haven't felt that in that locker room in a while, and now how are we going to respond to that? We've responded well the last couple weeks to, finding a way to put solid performances behind us and move on to the next one. It's disappointing. It's a hurt locker room, and you got to find a way to put it behind us. We're playing Iowa Sunday, looks like they had an unbelievable performance tonight, what they did against Michigan State in their last one. And we got to learn from the mistakes that were made. And, we played some pretty damn good basketball tonight for a good, healthy chunk of that game. I heard Tom say this after their Iowa game. They played 38 and a half minutes. It's probably their best basketball of the season. We played, unfortunately, 24 really good minutes of basketball. And then, when they got rolling, it was hard to shut them off.
You're up 10 with, I think, 14 minutes left. What do you think marked that drought? I know there were 2 offensive fouls in there, but there were 8 missed shots as well.
Yeah, and some turnovers. That way, had some good looks that we didn't knock down. We had too many turnovers in the second half, and you got to find a way to get a quality shot up on the board. They capitalize off turnovers, and even though we got it handed to us the first time, we actually took pretty good care of the ball in East Lansing tonight. 14 turnovers led to, I think, 20 points, and then the second chance. That's really what kept them in the game, I thought, in the first half, was the 8 second chance points. And, they were more physical than us. We talked about taking care of the glass, and we'd have a pretty damn good chance to win the game. But, again, they got comfortable, and some of that was off our turnovers.
Mr. Coach?
All right, thanks, guys. I got one more, Fred. Obviously, a super disappointing night, but Jamarcus Lawrence had one of his best games. I guess what his evolution, and obviously it's kind of picking a bright spot in a dark day, but what did you take away from his performance?
Jamarcus, he got us off to a great start again, very similar to what he did against Minnesota when he knocked down shots early in that game. I think he had 9 early points in that game and got himself to the free throw line. And tonight he was confident in his shot. He rose up without any hesitation. The kid can really shoot the basketball, and he can have stretches where he can go on a great run. And he did that in the first half tonight. He's a good downhill driver. He can get himself to the rim. Kid's got a heck of a future. He's one of the young guys that has really benefited from the adversity that our team has faced, and he's taken great advantage of it and shown that he's going to be a great player in this league and all the way through his future. He's got a heck of a career in front of him, and playing behind Sam and playing behind Emmanuel in practice every day, he'll look back on that time as he moves on in his career and realize how great of an experience that was for him to play behind really good vets and really good leaders. And that's going to benefit him greatly. We're going to need him to be one of the leaders on this team next year when we lose Sam and Emmanuel and Derek, specifically. And that's going to have, young guys are going to have to pick up the slack in that area. But Jamarcus has learned from some great ones.
All right.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. And unfortunately, we had a couple of cramps again today, and Casey, had it rolling. He couldn't get him back in there. He couldn't get the cramp out of his leg, and same thing with Jamarcus. He got a cramp in his hamstring. So hopefully, again, if we have any chance here of doing anything in the postseason, we're gonna have to go on a run, and part of that is playing a lot of games in a short amount of time. But everything right now is about Sunday.
Thanks, guys.